So, Chrissy, personally, for yourself tonight, been a brilliant night, but I suppose it reflects the success of the club this year, doesn't it?
Aye, it's been a dream year for the club, no doubt. But I keep on saying the last 3 or 4 years for the club has been very, very good. Also, I suppose it's kind of spiraled out of control to a certain extent this year because we won the three codes and the three different in the province. So it's nice to get recognised, and it's nice for me to sit back and see that the actual teammates get recognised too, because not too many people see the work they do, and great to see the Camogie girls here too. So a great night for all involved.
Now, when you look back on the year that has passed, and obviously when you're in the middle of it, you're going out hurling and football week in, week out. Does the pressure ever maybe get to you a wee bit?
Certainly. Look, there is a mental strain to it. You know what I mean, and I'm very reluctant to complain too much because we're in a very privileged position and have been the last couple of years. But I suppose that it was at its highest this year when the hurlers won, then the camogiers won, and then the footballers were kind of sitting back hoping they would have won. But there is a fair amount of pressure attached to Gaelic games nowadays. But at the end of the day, at the highest level, there is going to be that. So you just have to accept it, and thank God this year's been a good year.
Yeah, because I suppose, do you feel that the example that you are setting is an example that other clubs could follow? Clubs that maybe have both hurling and football, but maybe there's a wariness there in terms of combining the two, and maybe that holds them back to a certain extent.
Aye, look, I'd be the first to say, look, I think a Gaelic club's first priority is to promote all its games. At the end of the day, we're all Gaels. We might fight with each other all the time and all the rest of it, but at the end of the day, we're all Gaels, and we should promote all our games. People are too quick to look for excuses why it can't work rather than why it can work. We have put very common sense structures in place, and the players have rowed in behind it, and people are asking us what have we done different. The reality is we've done not that much different. But when we pull on the Slaughtneil crest, it means something, and it's not about going to play for the hurlers or the footballers or camogiers. It's about going to play for Slaughtneil, and that's the secret.
Now, you mentioned there about common sense approach to it, and I suppose that was reflected then at the start of this year with the decision to sort of give you a bit of space between the two All-Ireland semi-finals. How much of a difference do you think will that make?
Well, we're very thankful for Coola, because it wasn't necessarily the GA that done that, which was a little bit disappointing, because at the end of the day they have the plenary powers. But it makes an awful difference to have a 2-week break, because at the end of the day we're amateur sportsmen, as professional as we want to be, and men with families and working commitments. A week gap between a game of that magnitude would just have been detrimental. So we're very, very thankful to have the opportunity to have a 2-week break, and we just go and see where that takes us now.
And I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Of course. Look, maybe people can be caught up in the whole thing, but you have to be grateful for what you have. I mean, I speak often about myself now being part of the older gang, have been through a lot of tough times and all the rest of it. Our young players don't really know that side of the game. Hopefully they never will, but I'm certainly very appreciative of what we have at the minute. And you're right, going into two All-Ireland finals 2 weeks, or two All-Ireland semi-finals 2 weeks apart, it's just something to be immensely proud of, first of all, and something to absolutely look forward to.